friends, it's a road bike video today, so I thought this would be quite interesting just for me to find out. I'm going to do a couple of upgrades on the bike. Well, upgrades, I'm trying to make it more comfortable. So I have a 7 degree 80mm stem at the moment, and I'm going to put on this bad boy. This is a 70 by 35. So my logic behind the test is I want to reduce my leaning forward position. So I'm getting old, I have a bad back anyway, and the difference between saddle height and handlebars is quite aggressive. So this is my first test in changing the bike stem to this 35 degree one. So it's slightly shorter, steeper angle, so I'm expecting probably the bars are going to come back maybe 15mm and maybe go up 20mm, something like that. I'll do a sketch and put it on the screen and see what I'm expecting, but I thought it'd be quite interesting to record me sitting on the bike and then see whether we can measure some angles and see how much it makes a difference. The second test I will do, I'm going to get a handlebar raiser, so something that clamps on the top of the fork yoke, I think they call it. So I will push my bars up by 50mm. So that's going to be a massive difference in me not leaning forward. Now I'm just a social rider. I only do 50 kilometers at the moment, and I do it for fun. So I'm not a racer. I'm just trying to look for a bit more comfort. I've got 28mm tyres on the bike, and I could put maybe 32s on, which will give me a bit more comfort, but I do have another plan I'm going to try. I've bought myself a rather heavy, cheap as chips suspension seat post. Okay, well, first impressions is that the bike definitely feels now shorter. The sensation of reaching for the bars is not there. I know I'm only static, but obviously I haven't looked at any angles, and that's just for interest really. I'm no scientist, I'm just, say, a leisurely rider. But I'm going to now talk these up. I'm going to go for a quick 5-minute ride up and down the road, or maybe a bit longer. Once you get kitted up, you might as well go for a ride, and then see what it feels like. So I'll see you in a few moments. Out on a 34k ride with a hill today, and it's the ride I don't like doing. Halfway around there's a very gradual climb,
and then it gets a lot steeper. There's a few blind crests that you have to go over, giving you a false sense of security, thinking the hill's over. And then there's a very steep short section afterwards, and it's that short steep section, I think that's the first time I've done it when I've had my short bike stem on, and I must admit it is less stable coming down, a lot of braking, it is steep with a lot of sharp turns, so I might reinvestigate how I can overcome that problem by maybe putting on a height adjustment stem, so putting a stem on top of my forks, then putting a downward sloping longer stem back on. So I don't know, I've got a few stems I can try.